You're either fighting for something or you're dying for nothing. And right now, most of you are dying every single day. You can hide behind your excuses. You can blame your job, your childhood, your genetics, the weather, your circumstances, whatever story you've been telling yourself to justify why you're stuck. But deep down, you know that's just noise. You're not trapped. You're scared. You're scared of failure, scared of change, scared of stepping out of the comfortable prison you built around yourself. So, you have two choices. You can either fight for something, or you can die for nothing. That's it. There's no middle ground, no gray area. You're either in the game, or you're not. You're either willing to put everything on the line, or you're not. And if you're not, you might as well already be dead, because you're not living. You're just existing, and existing isn't enough. It's never been enough. Wake up to reality. You've got to wake up and decide, are you going to fight, or are you going to let life steamroll you into nothingness? Because that's the default setting, man. Look around. People are living half-lives, slowly wasting away in a prison of their own making. They wake up, they eat the same breakfast, they drag themselves to some dead-end job they hate, they come home, they numb out in front of the TV, and then they do it all again the next day. They've already lost the fight, and they don't even know it. Life ain't some fairy tale with a happy ending. There's no montage where you suddenly get it all together. It's ugly. It's brutal. It's a battle every damn day. And if you're not willing to get in the mud and fight for something that matters, you're gonna get buried by this world. You see people on Instagram living these picture-perfect lives, flexing their bodies, showing off their success. And you sit there scrolling, feeling small, feeling worthless, because you're not where they are. But they're fighting battles you don't see. Nobody posts their failures. Nobody posts their pain. If you want that kind of life, you've got to be willing to fight for it. Not once, not twice, every damn day. You want to know why most people never make it? Excuses. They got a million of them. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I've got responsibilities. You know what that is? That's fear, dressed up as reason. Every excuse is just a fancy way of saying, oh, I'm not willing to fight. You see, there's a warrior inside each and every one of us, but most people never let that warrior out. They keep him locked up, chained down by fear, doubt, and insecurity. They let the world tell them who they are, what they can do, and how far they can go. They live their lives by someone else's rules, and they die with regret in their hearts. But not you. Not anymore. From this moment on, you fight. You fight for your dreams, for your goals, for your life. You fight like your life depends on it. Because it does. You've got to be willing to die for something. Because if you're not, you'll die for nothing. And I'm not just talking about physically dying. I'm talking about your spirit, your soul, your fire. That's what dies when you don't fight. That's what withers away when you give up. You've got to get out there and take them. You've got to be willing to bleed, to suffer, to push through the pain. And when you think you can't go any further, that's when you dig deeper. That's when you find out what you're really made of. Because the truth is, you're capable of more than you can possibly imagine. But you'll never know that unless you fight for it. Pain is the point. Pain is proof you're alive. Pain is your body, your mind, your spirit telling you, I'm in this. But you've been trained to run from it. You've been taught to avoid discomfort, to stay in your safe little bubble. And that's why you're stuck. That's why you're dying inside. Forget about everyone else. Your only competition is you, the weaker version of yourself, the one that wants to sleep in, the one that wants to quit when things get hard. That version of you is your enemy, and you have to kill it every day. You have to fight it every morning when you wake up. You have to fight it when you're tired, when you're sore, when you're scared. It's a battle that never ends, and that's the way it should be. Because every time you beat that weaker version of yourself, you get stronger. Every time you fight, you grow. And that's how you become unstoppable. That's how you go from merely surviving to truly living. There's a clock ticking on all of us, a countdown to the end. And the truth is, most people don't even start living until it's too late. They get to the end, look back, and realize they spent their whole life waiting. Waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, the perfect moment that never comes. They die full of regrets, full of what ifs and maybes. You don't want that. You don't want to die full of things you never did because you were too scared to fight for them. You've got to find something worth fighting for. I don't care what it is. It could be your dreams, your family, your legacy. Hell, it could be proving every person who doubted you wrong. But you need something. Something that lights a fire in your gut and makes you get up when you've been knocked down 100 times. Something that makes the pain worth it. Without that, you're just drifting. Without that, you're already dead inside. The pain, the fear, the doubt, they're nothing compared to the feeling of knowing you gave it your all. So get up, fight for something. Fight like your life depends on it. Because at the end of the day, it does. And if you're not willing to fight, then you might as well lie down and die right now.